are sorry.
We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order. A world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be.
New world order.
New world order.
New world order.
A new world order.
It is a new world order, significantly different and radically new challenges.
And the hope that each of us has to build a new world order.
What's wrong? Take 4 red capsules. In 10 minutes, take 2 more. Help is on the way.
I just got done watching this podcast with Joe Rogan interviewing Graham Hancock and Randall Carson, dude. It was fucking crazy awesome.
Is that the newest one that he had Graham on?
Yeah, November 19th, yeah.
Yeah, I haven't checked that one out yet.
Oh, it's wonderful.
That's what sucks about having the mobile broadband. I can't, stream that stuff.
Yeah, 3-hour show, sure.
Data. Oh, yeah, dude.
Of course, video.
There goes all my data for the month.
You can't do that, yeah. I mean, it was all about, the Earth changes in the past and everything. It was so good, man.
Yeah, my friend was telling me about it. Yeah, I definitely want to check that. I'm one to watch Joe Rogan's podcast, but, I just can't do it. It's unfortunate, man, and it's actually sucked with this mobile broadband because even, streaming shows, you're just like me, man. We don't put the TV on and watch them. We stream all that shit, So yeah, it's kind of been a pain in the ass.
Did you see this link I just posted, dude?
No.
U.S. Senate list of child traffickers. I don't believe it just because it's so hardcore, and this guy's a little, I don't know, there's something a little off about him. He made a YouTube video, and he's claiming, and it reminds me of the Kathy O'Brien claims, and he just goes off reading the list of all these senators and how many children.
Oh, I think I saw, might have seen something like that in the news feed from someone else.
Yeah, he says Ted Cruz. I mean, this video just came out, and it's only got 700 views on YouTube so far. He says Ted Cruz has raped 328 children and murdered 26. It's funny because he's raped way more people than everyone else. It's Ted Cruz, It's like, look at the guy. I'm just not surprised he comes off someone like who would do that.
Yeah, and then he's a clown. He's a clown. I mean, they're all clowns, but
dude, Bernie Sanders. Let me just read off a few of these names real fast, man.
Yeah, go for it.
Just so you get an idea.
Oh yeah.
Bernie Sanders has raped 218 children and killed 18. John McCain raped 136 children and killed 39. So he's killed the most. Mark Rubio has raped 156 children and killed 17. Charles Schumer raped 176 children and murdered 14. Lindsey Graham raped 176 children and killed 15. And this is the craziest one. This is one that's just like, okay, I don't know, man. Rand Paul.
I was going to say, what's Rand Paul's?
Yeah. Rand Paul has raped 21 children and killed 2. That's probably why they don't trust him. He hasn't raped and killed enough children.
Yeah. He's not as deep in the pedophilia that the rest of them are.
He's got a lot of catching up to do.
So
sick. And the thing that threw me off is he claims that some of these people were in their last lifetime were Nazi generals and war criminals. That's where I'm just like, oh boy, okay, I see where you're going with this.
One of those people.
Yeah. At that point, like, okay.
Dude, there's been some wild shit in I don't know what I was talking about with you or what the other day, but ever since 2016 hit, man, I just been seeing. I swear people are getting dumber. Did I show you that story that I shared on the website It was old. I had it on there from like I think 2012, but it was about a Stanford professor that oh man, hold on, I can bring it up here in a minute. But he was like he was claiming that humanity is just everyone's turning into idiots. Like everyone's just literally. Well, I know.
It's getting
like,
worse, though. You're right. Yeah, it is.
I do have it right here. I can find it here within the next couple seconds. Oh, I know I put it on the site. Oh no, it's in 2012, so it wouldn't be on my front page. Damn it.
That lottery meme, man. That meme just destroyed me the other day.
Which one?
Oh,
just
the math
with
of
the
it.
awesome with the Bernie Sanders math.
Yeah, the math, man. The fucking math.
This isn't the first time someone's made a meme like that and got their the point wrong on the number.
You don't need a fucking calculator. Look, just 300 million people.
Well, it's just
pretend.
Or just like reverse that and take that other number and see if it actually times it and see if it actually goes into that.
Pretend every person in America gets $1. That's $300 million right there.
Yeah.
How many times does 300 million go into 1.3 billion? 4 times. That's $4. It's like, what is?
No, that's 4 point whatever $1 million for everybody.
Dude, I'm just like, wow. I can't believe it. And it's not even like the person who it's the people who are sharing it. You'd think it's like a scam, like they were just the person who created the memes just trolling people, but all these people just buy it and they just share it and they're just
they just share, just like articles that people just share and they don't open up. I mean, I know they do it because they do it to stuff that I have on the website, and I can tell because the amount of shares and the amount of views, and when the amount of shares is like 5 times more than the views, something's going on there. Oh, I see it. I see it. U.S. Senate list of child traffickers.
Wow.
Man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but I like this meme the other day. You laughed at it. It says, The Force Awakens, the Star Wars movie, has made $1.7 billion. That means every person in the USA paid $5.66 million to see it. Wonderful.
Yeah, actually, I paid $13. I went. That's actually good, man. I went on a matinee. I brought my son, and it was $13 for both of us to see it. Like,
I'm gonna see it tonight. Actually, I'm seeing it tonight. I'm planning on it.
It's good. I mean, there's mixed reviews. People talking about like how JJ used.
No spoilers.
No. But just like too much of the. I don't know how to say it. I'm not saying ripped off. I don't see how you can really rip off the other episodes.
No.
That's what you got to kind of. Yeah. You know what I mean, though. I mean, you got to. Sure, make it different, but there's gonna be things you still got to keep things kind of the same. You can't change the whole story.
Yeah, that's basically what my uncle said. He said it's like basically it's meant for the fans. The fans will like it because it's just like a collection of all the BS.
Oh yeah. And then some fans were really critical of it, and I thought it was great, man. Like, I'm a big Star Wars fan. I mean, I'm not like I'm not hardcore into it, but yeah, I mean, I thought it was great. And of course, my son loved it, and he hasn't even seen all the other ones. He's only seen a couple of the other ones.
How's he not seen them all yet, dude? I just saw them for the first time this last week.
Well, that's what we were gonna do. I wanted to have him watch them all before we went and saw it, but with using this mobile broadband, I can't very well just stream or download them like 500 megabytes, 600 megabytes for each movie. So it's like, but we did. I had him. I figured I'd start him off just on the first episode, Phantom Menace, just because I wanted him to watch him in order. But he loved it, man. He loved that one. You
got to show him the rest, yeah, man.
And he's seen 4, A New Hope. That was actually the first one he ever watched. And yeah.
Wow, really?
Yep. That was the first one he watched.
That's actually a good one, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think they're all good. I mean, the prequels weren't as good, but I liked it. I liked the whole background. Like the first one there with the whole the background story of Anakin.
Really, dude? I like the prequels better.
I thought it was cool. I like prequels like that actually explain, you know, what's going on and everything. I mean, unless you're really hardcore into it, you know, they had all these other books and stuff that they wrote about Star Wars, and that's where I've been getting my hints for the new one, because it no, I can't. I'm not. You haven't seen it. I want to stop right here.
I don't want to.
Yeah, and somebody else could be listening that hasn't seen it. So I won't. If you had seen it, I would actually be like, pause the show for like 5 minutes while I go off on these spoilers.
Can't do that. Yeah.
But no, anyway. Well, yeah, and if you haven't seen Star Wars, people, go see it. I don't think you really have to be a Star Wars fan to like the new one anyway, to be honest. I just thought it was great. I thought it was pretty cool. But yeah. Anyway, there's your movie entertainment news for the show. Then what we have going on last night? We had some debates. Of course, yeah. I don't watch them. I'm pretty sure you don't watch them.
No, I don't watch this. What is the State of the Union? Oh, you're talking about? Yeah, I don't know that either.
The debates that were last night. Yeah, one where they
Rand Paul. Even if he wasn't,
I wouldn't have even watched it on there because it's not like he gets to talk anyway, and I still don't care anyway. I'm just done with all the politicians, and I don't care, man. It's like ever since Ron Paul, it's like I swear he was the last one. Like literally was like the last true person that didn't sell out. You know what I mean? Or Dennis Kinich was always good too.
Yeah.
But he got sick of shit. And there's another guy, Tom Davis, out of where's he out of? South Carolina.
There's a few of them. There's Thomas Massey too.
I can't remember. Well, he's Boston, isn't he? Thomas Massey.
Oh, I forget.
Like the governor or the mayor or something for Boston. Isn't that Thomas?
Maybe I'm getting the wrong. Maybe I'm getting the wrong.
Probably.
Thomas
Are you
Massey.
thinking of Thomas Jefferson?
No. No. No, it's Thomas Massey. He's a good guy. He's like a libertarian guy pretending to be a Republican.
I don't know. See, I'm not up to date on any of the stuff anymore. I just stopped paying attention.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Justin Amash.
Justin Amash, yeah. I don't mind Justin Amash anyway. You know what's funny about him isn't he Jewish?
Oh, I don't know.
I think he's. I don't know this for sure, but I think I'm not saying anything bad about Jews or anything like that. I'm not going on the whole Zionist thing because I'm quite sure that he has. I think he's legit. He's a young guy. He I think maybe like. Like I've said, man, I'm not against government. I'm not an anarchist, and I don't think that we should have things shouldn't be how they are right now in D.C. Obviously, shit is fucked. We all know this, but I mean, like you and I have talked about, it's like how are you? I just don't see how. Forget it. I'm not going on an anarchist rant. I do that too much on social media.
He's second generation Arab American of Palestinian Christian and Syrian Greek Orthodox. So his father's Palestinian business owner, and he's Christian apparently.
Okay. So so it's not Jewish. It's actually
his mother is a Syrian immigrant from.
Okay, so I was completely wrong. I don't know why, or maybe it was just the last name that got me. Isn't like Amash? Would that be kind of a Jewish Israeli name or something? Palestine, Israel, I guess you would have a lot of the same names anyway.
A good thing that's going to come from Syria. Sorry.
Yeah.
I got a troll, man. I got a troll. All right.
Yeah. Anyway, so I guess let's get over some other stuff before we get in deep into other stuff. We've had a lot of deaths lately.
Yeah.
I mean, say celebrity deaths. I mean, people think celebrity like, oh my God, they're scum. It's like, no, not all celebrities are scum. There's plenty out there that are, that didn't go and sell out. And I think there's a lot of people that, like Jim Carrey, man. I showed you that that he's changed a lot, man. I love that guy now. He's
really okay. He's up and down for me, man.
Because he did the whole. Didn't he do participate in the gun control thing?
Yeah, gun control, and I can't tell when he was up on the stage mocking the whole Illuminati. I don't know if he was making fun of conspiracy theories.
I don't know if he was making fun of them either. Yeah, I don't know if he was actually teasing and making fun of them, or if he was.
I think he was making fun of them.
I think he was actually making fun of them. Honestly, because like that conversation that you just saw that James and I were having and Mark about the the word Illuminati, because it's
exactly
thrown around just a generic term, which is a bunch of crap.
Illuminati. I mean, he was just
Illuminati. Yeah.
You know what celebrity I like though? He's like really cool. Kurt Russell. He's fucking badass.
Yeah, didn't he just? Was it him that just spoke out about something?
Yeah, dude, he killed it. I think it was on The View or something. He killed it. He just continuously is just like kicking ass, man. He's just like I know, I can't remember what the hell he said, dude. It was pretty badass though. He basically said, I don't value the opinions of celebrities. I think they're, it's stupid for a celebrity to have an opinion. Then he's like, but on that note, we need guns. Fuck your guns.
Okay, yeah. I remember he made that gun control comment. Yep.
Yeah, and he did it so well, the way he worded it.
Well, good. We need that. We don't need people like Amy Schumer going up there with their cousin Chuck Schumer. I mean, and everybody knows that I'm a big Amy Schumer fan. That's the only thing that she's done that I'm just like, what? But I don't know if she was pressured to do it, or it was maybe something like someone was like, well, you need to do this, or they're related, so maybe he was like, oh, we could really use your voice in Hollywood to do this, and maybe she's just a little ignorant to the whole thing, and you got to take into account that a lot of these people in Hollywood, whether you like them or not, are extremely busy people. It has a lot to do with why they're doing drugs and stuff just to keep them going all day, because you think about it, you're working on a movie, you're there morning till night. I mean, you're just working nonstop. That's a tough job. So I don't have a huge issue with like Hollywood like I used to, and I mean I do, but it's like I used to be like, to hell with all of Hollywood. Right. But I don't think that anymore, because I think people, even a lot of the celebrities are actually starting to figure stuff out now, and slowly but surely. I mean, there's still a few out there that that do use their platform and to say stuff. But you gotta, if you put yourself in that position, and things happen sometimes to people when they speak out about things. So you gotta put yourself in that position. Well, even if you believe that, you might not want to make those statements public, because it could ruin your career. Who knows what they could do to you? I mean, you could be like, they could all of a sudden, they could like infect your computer with like, child pornography pics and like put it on you. You know what I mean? Like, that's risky. Plus, you're thinking about your family. You don't know what's going to happen. I mean, look at what's happened to people. John Lennon, Bob Marley. So, I can see it, but it's pretty easy these days, I think, to point out the scum in Hollywood, and then maybe at least most of the good people. I mean, some of them are putting an act on, so, I mean, they're actors. So, I mean, that's the whole point, right? So it is what it is. But
you got your Russell Brand, your Matt Damon, like they're trying, but they really don't know, they're head from their asses.
And I'm not definitely still not sold on Russell Brand. I don't care what Mike Ribeiro says. I don't care what Richie Lundris tells us. I don't care, Richie, if you've met him and all this. I don't care. That's kind of, to me, is like kind of an emotional response, because like, well, I've met him. So, well, dude, he's an actor, man. He could put on an act. That's the whole point. So.
We'll see, in time, if he grows up or not. This Russell Brand is just too eccentric and fucking clownish.
And the whole Rothschild connection that's right. I think that's a big deal. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
That's going to cloud his judgment a bit.
Yeah, and it's not helping him out with people like us who know all about the Rothschild banking cartel and how they literally basically run the world. So.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. But yeah, I mean, if he was pulling some crazy shit where he was like trying to infiltrate and stuff, that would be badass. I would say that if he was legitimately doing something like that, that would be badass. But I don't think he is. I think he's just.
Come on, no way.
I'm just saying if. You know what I mean? I'm just that would. But like I mean, I don't know. All signs point to the other way. So
a lot of people probably do it too, just to protect their own asses.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, there's no doubt about it. No, that's probably quite factual, actually, dude.
Yeah, a lot of them.
But yeah. Oh, we might as well touch on this before we take a quick break. Actually, I should probably make sure Mark hasn't been trying to call in. Okay. I haven't looked at it since we started the show, so someone could have called this whole time, and I wouldn't have even known. So if anyone just called while we were talking shit, feel free to call back. Anyway, let me bring this up here. So anyway, this whole I want to get this stuff out of the way before we get to actual important stuff. Powerball. This whole Powerball thing, man. I know I've bitched about it a lot, and anybody who's friends with me on Facebook or follows me or whatever knows. But anybody listening or anyone who listens to the show after I get it up on YouTube, you're crazy. You're crazy. Why are you participating in this big scam? That's what what bugs me, I guess, the most. It's like, to each their own. You want to spend your money on that? All right, fine, that's your thing. And I had a big problem with people like anarchists, because I'm personally, because we obviously have a lot of anarchist friends on Facebook, or quote unquote anarchists, or cyber anarchists, or whatever you want. Oh, there goes about 20 listeners right there.
Yeah.
No, don't turn the show off. Call in. Come on. But anyway, the whole, you know what I mean? It's like the whole, it's a scam to me. It's all about taxes, and why I think I showed you that little chart there with the percentage of the taxable income and everything. So it's like, what is it, above $250,000, your income is taxed 33% each year.
Right.
Or it's like 250 to 300 and some thousand or whatever like that. And of course, it changes depending on what bracket you're in. But so think about this, people. I mean, don't get me wrong. You still, the winnings that you're getting. I mean, hey, you got it. You got a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. But the
taxes
first of all,
insane.
Yeah, and I mean, it's like before you even see your money, they're taking out that tax money. So I don't know, what was it? They were left with, like, one winner would have been left with $800,000 and $900,000. That's actually, and if you have that and you put that in the bank, pretty sure that amount of money is taxed. It's actually more than 33%. I think that goes up to like 36 or 38%.
You're just getting taxed over and over again.
Yeah, and that's all it is. So that's why I mean, like I was telling you yesterday, you're going to have to invest it. You're not going to put that money in the bank and expect to, like, you can put it in a savings account. It's still taxable income because it's, I mean, plus it's coming, the state's paying for your, paying for it. What?
Bitcoin.
Oh, what? Bitcoin. I couldn't tell what you were saying, dude. Like, what?
Dude, they gave a shout out to Bitcoin on the Family Guy recently.
I must have seen it because I watch it every Sunday. Did you watch the last one?
No, I mean, I haven't watched any of the shows recently.
I can't remember what it was, actually. I was probably stoned, but...
Lois was saying, we have to protect our savings, and Peter says, Bitcoin under his breath, and she says, what? And then he pretends
yep. That was, speaking of here.
Interesting.
I do actually have a clip. It's not Family Guy, but...
Do I really have to do this, Dad?
Stan, now more than ever, you need to understand the importance of saving money.
But Grandma said I could use this money to buy whatever I want.
Okay, next, please. Go on, Stanley.
I got a $100 check from my grandma, and my dad said I need to put it in the bank so it can grow over the years.
Well, that's fantastic. A really smart decision, young man. We can put that check in a money market mutual fund. Then we'll reinvest the earnings into foreign currency accounts with compounding interest, and it's gone.
Oh, what?
It's not done. This is just Stan like, what?
It's gone. It's all gone.
What's all gone?
The money in your account. It didn't do too well. It's gone.
What do you mean? I have $100.
Not anymore, you don't. Poof.
Well, what can I do to get back
I'm sorry, sir, but this line is for bank members only.
I just opened an account.
Do you have any money invested with this bank?
No, you just lost it all.
Then please stand aside for people who actually have money with us. Next, please.
Hey!
Hello, Mrs. Farnickel. How are you today? Making a deposit, are we? Great. We can just put that into your retirement account and make it go to work for you, and it's gone.
What?
Sorry, yeah, that's gone. Please step aside for people who actually have money with the bank. Next, please.
Dad!
Hey, I'm trying to teach my son the importance of savings. You already lost his money? Oh, Mr. Marsh, don't worry. We can just transfer money from your account into a portfolio with your son, and it's gone! This line is for people who have money with the bank only. Please step aside.
South Park killed it. This wasn't on the most recent season, but this season was all about political correctness. Like, you know, well, you watched it. You must have watched the new season.
South Park's great. It's brilliant. Really is brilliant. It's important too, dude, because everyone's so freaking politically correct. It's crazy.
Oh yeah, and especially recently, like it's with like the past years, just yeah, man, what's going on, dude?
Mhm.
What the hell is going on, man? We're talking about people getting dumber. Like you people are supposed to be waking up. Like
it's
I
bad,
swear. Dude. You guys, like, I mean, I see a lot of people, I hate to keep bringing it up, but, like, you know, I scan my, I mean, I told you I've been taking screenshots of the stupidity in my newsfeed, and I'm going to, like, compile all this stuff one day just to show, like, what, you know, this is what people were talking about in 2015. This is what people were talking about in 2016. This is the shit people say on Facebook.
Incredibly bad.
Anarchists supporting presidential candidates.
Yeah,
I'm trying to. You shouldn't be supporting any presidential candidates,
right?
But you're probably not an anarchist anyway. You probably just think anarchism is cool.
Unless it's a candidate that's going to get you one step closer to anarchy, like if they are promising to like dismantle the government, like Ron Paul did.
Or like Adam Kokesh is trying to,
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I love Adam. He's been on, you know, he's been on the show a few times. I think his plan is a little flawed. I mean, I do like what he's trying to do. I mean, I do understand. I'm just saying, like, you're not. It seems like wasted energy to me, just because.
Oh, yeah. Well, if he's gonna run, yeah.
You know, it definitely does. But, hey, man, if he's successful, he's not going to be. He knows he's not going to win.
What do you define as successful?
Yeah, it's like what? Spreading a message? I mean, Ron Paul spread the message.
Oh, that was success right there.
Where did it get us? I mean, look where we are now. I mean, and now his son is like, they, you know, fell so far from the tree and
son's all out raping children and killing them. What the fuck?
only 22 and 2.
22 and 2.
Whatever, 12 and 2 or.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's crazy.
We shouldn't be laughing about this. Trust me.
No, we should. You really shouldn't.
We don't think it's funny. We just think it's.
I don't think it's real either. It's just, but it is kind of like
not. But. You know, it is. Like, there is a pedophilia problem within
it could be real.
The British government, you know, the United States. We had the whole Pentagon with the whole child pornography thing and all those people in the Pentagon, and no one got in trouble for that.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Ted Cruz,
to my knowledge, I don't think anyone
comes off as a little pedophilia to me.
He's just a creep, dude.
He's
look at his
creepy,
face.
motherfucker. Yeah, just look at it.
And he's
look
Canadian.
at that mug. You know what he looks like, dude? He looks like one of the characters on like a Dick Tracy movie.
What's his name?
The main character. What's the guy's name? Al Pacino played him. Dude, that's Ted Cruz.
Yeah, I know. I can't think of his name, but I do know what you're talking about.
Oh my God, that's
Ted
Ted
Cruz. Like
Cruz.
big, funky-looking heads and shit.
Yeah. I gotta see a Dick Tracy movie. Oh my God. What was his name? I'm finding out right now. Dick Tracy. Yes, I gotta find this out because it's gonna eat at me if I don't. Come on, where's it? What is this? I'm on the website here.
I could have just Googled that faster than you.
It's not showing his name. Why is it not showing his name? Al Pacino. Why? Where's? This is killing me.
Oh, I got it. Al Pacino, Big Boy Caprice.
Yeah. Oh my God, that dude is creepy. That's him.
Dude, all I did was Google Dick Tracy cast, and it just came up on the top. Oh, Madonna was in that? Breathless Mahoney, yeah. Man, I forgot Dustin Hoffman, Dick Van Dyke. Wow, that's been so long. That movie was 1990.
Dude, that movie was epic.
James Caan, and... Oh, wow, I didn't realize there was... so many big names. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, I can definitely see the resemblance of even what's his name? I can't find him on here. But anyway, yeah. Well, that's a good reference because he definitely he does. What do you think about the whole Canadian-born thing?
Canadian-born? Yeah, I don't know, dude. I'm on the fence. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter.
Well, does it or doesn't it? Like, because it's not, I don't know. I mean, I think it's actually, it's more legit, because I think the whole Obama thing was just a bunch of, to me, the whole Kenyan thing and shit, I don't buy it. I truly think that he was born in Hawaii. I mean, I don't. From my research, I haven't found any like of the Kenyan legit like connections with that. Plus the whole thing with his mom his mom was like a old time like porn star, but nude model and shit like that, and I don't know. Oh yeah, I see the picture.
Yeah, dude, come on.
Yeah. Ted Cruz-esque, yeah. Oh, all right. We got a caller here. All right. What's going on, caller?
Hey guys.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's going on? Hey, everybody knows that Obama was born in a test tube. He's a test tube baby, born in a lab somewhere.
Probably.
Right?
Probably.
I think so. Seriously. So what's going on, guys?
Not much, man.
Did we just lose Mark? Or is this mine?
No, I can hear him. You can't hear someone speaking? That's not Mark, is it?
Yeah. Hey, Jeff.
Mark? That's you?
Yeah, guy. Yeah, it's me.
You're choppy, Chris, but Mark, you sound different.
I'm on a cell in the parking lot of a car dealership. So.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. How you doing, man?
Not bad. And yourself?
Pretty good. Thanks, man. Right on.
Good. Yeah, I haven't been able to listen to you guys. I wanted to click you on at 1 and listen to see what was going on, but I wasn't.
It must be my end.
Yeah, it's just you, Chris. It's just you.
Yeah, you're a little choppy, Chris, but good until I come on.
Yeah.
I was listening. Well, I was, listening to you guys for a couple of minutes there before I got on.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I think the guy was born in Kenya, and I'm pretty damn certain Michelle's a dude.
Yeah. That's what. Yeah, I don't think. I really don't know that it much matters. And the thing about the other guy writing there too, that you got Cruz. Again, I don't think it much matters. But I think like somebody at least from what I read, constitutionally somewhere, like said, I think it doesn't really much matter. I don't know whether there's any truth to that or not, but I think there has to be some because he is running. So,
right.
You know, but you know, I kind of had this epiphany this morning on the way to work. I was listening to some talk radio, and I just kind of realized really how screwed this country really is.
Oh,
like, I mean, like seriously, like, I mean, look at the people we have running, and I say this every 4 years, but I mean, this is, it's true, but this is really bad. Like, if Donald Trump has a real chance of being the next president, I think that's bad. I mean, Hillary Clinton, we know that's bad. Bernie Sanders, we know that's bad. I mean, you know, who else? Jeb Bush. I mean, it's just all bad. This is very, very bad.
Well, I'll tell you this, dude, and I probably shouldn't even be saying this, and I'm not going to get specific. I told Chris who it is, but a friend of the family, I can't say who it is, but everyone in the Liberty movement knows the person, and the person is on TV all the time, and they're friends with some family members. This person is a friend with some family members, and they went out to lunch recently, and this person told my family members that that Trump, it's going to be Trump versus Hillary.
Okay.
So this person believes that Trump is going to win the nomination, and this person believes that Trump is going to intentionally give the win to Hillary. This person is Trump is going to is going to lose it intentionally to Hillary. Is going to give it to her, and and he's 100% in it for his ego. It's just his ego.
Well, that I don't know who brought it up or who said that, but that has been brought up. Yeah. That you know, I guess it was brought up like that he was on our payroll is the way that I read it or heard it or whatever. And but you know, I believe it's absolutely a strong scenario.
If you knew who said this, you would be like, holy shit, yeah.
Sure. No, I believe it's absolutely a possibility. So then he throws it to Hillary, and it's a done deal. Hillary's our next president.
I'll message you who said it, but
I'll keep it on the DL.
Yeah, definitely keep it on the DL, dude, because that's like, yeah,
absolutely. But hold on 1 second here.
Let me see, Mark. Here we go.
But I don't have anything in front of me, of course. Like I said, I'm in the back parking lot of a car dealership. But but no, I could see that. I could see that being you know, a very possible scenario. Yeah. And bingo, like I said, Hillary's the next president, which is just more than possible anyway. You know, I could totally see that. Her being the next president. As sad as that is, and that's scary. I mean, but you know, Cruz is. There's just nobody. There's nobody that has, you know. And the more I've been watching Rand as of recent, as everybody knows, I'm not a Rand fan, but I don't know. He just, you know, I know it's all evil, but you know, it's just consenting to evil. But boy.
Oh, the same person that I messaged you. He also mentioned Rand Paul, and that's his favorite, and he said that he's actually legit, and he's the real deal.
As of like I said, as of recently, he's been saying and doing things that have just kind of, I've been like, you know, his dad's been kind of poking through a little bit, and I think it's been, you know, it's been good, but I just, unfortunately, I think we're just screwed. Like I said, I just kind of had this epiphany this morning that we are just, as a country, are totally effed. I mean, we are just, it's all over.
Yeah. I don't even think we're really going to make it to the next election at this point. I mean, I was saying all this shit about the economy last year, and I said, you know, January is when we have to worry, the new year, the economy, and now you got
The
this
Dow.
bullshit coming up. Yeah, the Dow Chinese market and this whole shipping freights in the Atlantic and across the world. It's some really creepy times we're in.
It is, and of course, I think we've all been saying that for a long time. I know the three of us have been saying, it's creepy times for quite a while now. But every once in a while, like every few years or something, you get this real epiphany of like, wow, the real shape that we're in, and it's like I said, it can be scary. I think it could be scary times.
Charles Salente just posted a message about the Dow drop. Let me see. I got the stock thing in front of me. I'm trying to look, but it's not loading.
Nobody seems to be talking about that, like, whatsoever, anywhere.
I hope that's
I don't know.
true. Yeah, well, it's because it dumped down the last few days where it was a few months ago. It went right back to where it was a few months ago. So it's at. I hope it didn't get new lows. If it did, that's creepy. Oh yeah, it did. Holy. Wait, no.
I was gonna say I thought it did it as of like yesterday or something, and I could be wrong.
Minutes. No, it doesn't look too bad right now. I mean, 4-hour chart. Let me see. No, it. Oh, I'm looking at the euro. That's why. No, I'm not even looking at the Dow. Shit. Okay.
I wish I had things. I wish I had things in front of me. I wish I had a computer in front of me.
Yeah. Let me see here. The Dow. What the fuck? I had. Oh, SPX 500. Okay. Here we go. Wow, it's hard to say. What is that? Daily chart. Let me see. But yeah, it's low. New lows. It looks like it is low right now. I think Charles Salente is exaggerating a bit. It's going to bounce here. It's got to bounce a little bit. So it's still going to be like at least another week probably before this really tanks. And when it does tank, dude, it's going to tank hard. Holy shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. It looks like this might even be it because this is a triple bottom. So this is the third time it's poking. This might actually be it. Oh man.
Well, that's what I had read the other day. Is that this was like really could be the beginnings of the end, if you will.
Yeah.
But, eventually, as we've all been saying for years, eventually it has to happen. So it's just a matter of when, not if.
Wow.
I honestly never thought. I honestly never thought that we'd see it. Our children, our grandchildren. But as the years go on, and you just kind of wonder.
This really does look dangerous right now. I don't think this might actually happen in the next couple of days. Because we're like hanging off. It's literally hanging off the cliff right now. The Dow. I'm looking at it. It's literally hanging off the cliff. This is crazy. Yeah. I don't know, man.
I don't know either. I don't, and I'm not like I don't watch the charts and I don't watch it, but I'm smart enough to know that we're in some trouble.
Yeah, it's not going to happen overnight, but it's gonna fall pretty, not too quick, but quick enough, man. It's gonna be evident.
Yeah.
It's just this is crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. So I mean, I don't know.
That alone, but so what else? I mean, what else have we got going on?
Wow, dude. There's really so much. It's incredible. It's overwhelming going on. I mean, it really is crazy, dude. And it's a lot of it is way controversial too. It's really tough to talk about. You don't want to talk about something that's just that too many people are split on and something overly emotional.
Well, yeah, that and my lack of real knowledge about it, to be honest. So.
Hey, I'm back.
Hey, I was just wondering where you were.
Yeah, as soon as I switched over to pick up for you, dude, everything started getting choppy. So I thought it was your end, but then it was like that's like Skype choppy, not like cell phone choppy. So I'm like, that's got to be my end.
Right.
And all of a sudden, I'm trying to talk to you guys on Facebook, and everything just went. It said I had great reception and everything, and it just nothing would work. So I had to reset the hotspot. Got back on. Here I am. What did I miss?
Hey, did you get your new connection up and going? You was talking about doing that a couple days ago. The one that.
No, man, I'm still trying to Get that? Yeah, just, you know.
Yeah, I do.
I can't talk about it. I don't want to tell everybody that I'm trying to crack someone's Wi-Fi password.
Right, hack Wi-Fi, right? So, you know, the radio. You don't mention that, but so yeah, no, right on. Good luck there. No,
yeah, so
we were talking about the presidential, you know, elections, and then the Dow, and that's about it, really. I guess we're kind of rambling on about that. You guys think about ISIS, huh? They haven't taken over the world yet.
Oh, well, it's one of their objectives. They got their caliphate, and I really, it's a little awkward seeing people refer to them as ISIS. It's really just Islam. It's what Islam is. It's just happened before with the caliphates. I mean, they had I know I mentioned before, like, it's the largest empire. It's not really, you can't really say it's the largest empire that's ever existed. I mean, with that caliphate, what was it in what century? I forget what century. Maybe 7th, 8th, 10th century. I can't remember exactly when, dude.
I gotta try to make this brief because I do gotta get off here. But I gotta leave you asking this. Like, what happens is, like, anybody that believes in Islam is just gonna wake up one day and, like, go out and buy bombs and become suicidal bombers, or no. You know what I mean? Is that, like, eventually gonna happen with anybody that believes in Islam?
Most people claim to be Muslim. They're just peaceful people who don't really understand the objective. They don't understand the purpose of Islam. Like, I personally believe that Islam was created. This Muhammad guy was basically just Ron L. Hubbard of his time, and he created Islam. What he did was he took all the people in the area, which were mainly pagan, the Arabic people, and they had all these gods they worshipped, and he just took one of their gods, which was the most popular. One of the most popular was the Allah, which was a moon god of the moon, and he created religion at it. He said, you know, I'm going to use this to get rich. I'm going to use it to get my own army, and also use it to have sex with as many women as I can and make it all, you know, legitimate.
And you'd probably say children as well, right?
Yeah, I mean,
you're gonna go as far as saying that. I mean, he's pretty nasty and vile. I mean, really,
one of the most.
I wish I had more. I wish I had more time because I've been wanting to have an actual phone conversation with you about this. But we'll have to pick up on it the next time I can call in.
Yeah,
Chris, you still on, bud?
Yeah, I got kicked off again,
okay.
But I'm back. It's Verizon.
All right.
Man.
Well, I gotta jump. I gotta get out of here, but I didn't want to leave you hanging. So thanks for letting me call. Thanks for letting me call in, man. That was awesome. So
yeah, you gotta call in again, dude. Stay on.
Yeah, absolutely. When I get a little more time, I'll call in again. Thanks again, guys.
All right, man.
Later, bro.
All right, bye.
Yeah, man. The whole it has to be Verizon, man. The whole I had the hotspot on, and it just like shut off, and it was like cannot connect to the hotspot or something like that. Like what? And this is actually the first time I've ever dealt with something like that. It's Verizon, I guess. Anyway, let's take a quick break just because I want to make sure everything's all right. I don't want that to happen now that Mark's off the phone. Welcome back to Lost in Transmission, Episode 6, Friday afternoon edition. I'm your host, Chris Perkins, joined by my co-host, Jeff Giles. Sorry about the technical difficulties on my end. I think I have them taken care of, and I probably shouldn't have just said that because I probably jinxed myself.
No, you're good, dude. Crystal clear.
Okay, good. Yeah, that was... I was freaking out, dude. I'm like, what's going on? And then I'm trying... Like, usually when that happens, I can get on Facebook and let you guys know what... Nope, I couldn't even tell you what was going on.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right. Anyway, so... We're good. I have no idea what the hell you guys talked about. So,
well, we were talking about the Dow. The stock market's like hanging off the edge, and then we were talking about
it was down by like over like what 400 something points.
It's looking bad, right? Dude. It's looking real bad. Like it's just about to die. You know.
Yeah.
It's not gonna happen overnight, fortunately, but it's gonna like be like a stairs, like stepping down the stairs type deal. And and we were talking about a little bit of Islam and. Course, and a lot of people don't know this, but one of the largest caliphates And this was actually in the 6th, I don't know what century this was actually, but they actually conquered 5.17 million square miles at one point, the Caliphate, which of course Caliphate is just the descendant of whatchamacallit, Muhammad. And Rome, at its peak, had only conquered 1.5 about million square miles. So this is about 3 times bigger than Rome. And people
Rome wasn't even close to one of the biggest empires that we've ever had. They're not even in top 5, maybe not even in top 10.
No,
I mean, there's a lot. The Russian Empire, Mongol Empire, we had Genghis Khan with his, I mean.
A lot of people still consider it large. I mean, but they were the most destructive, though. I mean, this Caliphate and all of them together killed about 200 million people altogether in the last 1,500 years, and then 1,200 years, excuse me. And in India, 80 million people alone. And, I mean, they had so many slaves, it was crazy. I mean, people want to, condemn America for having slaves. I mean, if you think about it, Rome had 30% of Romans were slaves, and Islam had about twice as much of slaves as Rome. I mean, they had about 100 million black slaves. This is kind of insane. And then you have, the black people in this country all I'm converting to Islam. Don't you realize the history of Islam, dude? Why do you think your ancestors were slaves to begin with? This is insane. This world is we make up our own history, dude. People don't know this stuff, though. I mean, if you ask people about democide, government-sponsored genocide, all they know about is Nazi Germany. We're not taught this in public schools. We're not taught about Pol Pot, Cambodia, killing.
No, we're taught about Nazi Germany, so so they could pretty much take the fall for.
Right.
That's not sticking up for Nazi Germany, but. I mean, I'm pretty sure that there was a lot of propaganda. Well, no, I'm absolutely sure there was a lot of propaganda involved with that. I mean, there was propaganda from all sides, but there's many things that we were told about Nazi Germany that it just really wasn't true. That they were
But that's just scraping the surface, though, with Nazi Germany. I mean, that was complete propaganda, of course. I mean, all we know about is Hitler, so people can support Israel. That's what that's about. That's why they focus on Nazi Germany. They don't focus on Cambodia. They don't focus on Stalin. They don't the genocide in Russia. The genocide in China, Japan, all these different countries, and most of the countries, of course. Right before they do it, they take the guns away. So I mean, they don't bring these issues up. The American public, they don't know jack shit as far as the importance of guns and why we need guns and we were talking about Rand Paul too, and Rand Paul, I remember he was on the Daily Show the other night, and I can't stand the Daily Show. I used to like it when I was younger, but they turned completely
I watched it last
night.
I watched it last night. I actually liked it. Last night's episode was good. Last night it was actually the first full episode I watched.
Yeah,
and I actually liked it. It was he's
getting a lot better, actually.
Yeah,
pretty fast.
He actually did pretty good.
That Trevor Noah guy, he's getting better. I mean, because he was just a total shill for the state at first, and and he had Rand Paul on the other night, and they talked about guns and gun control, and Rand Paul kind of set him straight, and he even mentioned about the reason we have guns is to block off tyranny. I wish he would have elaborated it a bit more. But if he had elaborated and said the truth that we have guns to stop tyrants, because exactly what I just told you about, all the almost 200 million people in the last 150 years killed by their own government, by their own freaking government,
Oh, yeah.
And those people, they shouldn't have given up their guns. Else, that's why we need our guns. That's really the only reason we need our guns. I mean, Cambodia, he killed, like I said, a third of the population. He wanted to kill 90% of the population, but he was stopped. They didn't kill him on time. I mean, he was just killing everybody left and right. If you wore glasses, he would kill you just because you were he thought you were smart.
Right.
Pol Pot went out of his mind, but they still confiscated the guns before doing so. That was the number one goal of them. I mean, and the creepy part is the central bankers were completely backing all that shit up on all those countries. They didn't just fund these assholes and then those assholes got out of hand and they just started killing people. No, they knew they were going to get out of hand. They're funding them during those times.
Right.
I mean, that's what these people do, these central bankers. They fund both sides and they continue to fund both sides.
Oh, yeah.
And just like with Germany, our banks were funding Germany. the Bush family, who owned the bank in New York, was funding the Hitler all throughout the war, and the Rockefellers were providing the oil for all of Germany. And it didn't stop. And it's
Carnegie
insane.
Steel. I mean, look at like Carnegie and no, it wasn't Carnegie. Well, no, actually, I'm sure Carnegie was in on that too. But what's his name? Anyway,
I haven't heard of Carnegie being in.
No, I wasn't. I don't think I was thinking of Carnegie. I think I was
Carnegie Steel.
Yeah, something else I was thinking of. I don't know. Anyway,
yeah.
Another cool thing that the new X-Files is coming on.
Oh, that's epic!
Soon, and they're going to take on the 9/11 conspiracy, world government, and NSA spying. So. I'm definitely excited for that.
Yeah, dude.
And I've just I never got into X-Files. That was like when I was in high school and all that stuff. So I didn't watch a whole lot of TV. I was always doing stuff. I wasn't a big, or if I would get home, I would just I was usually stoned, so I would just get home, sit in the recliner, and put it on the History Channel. That's back when I used to watch all that old war stuff and all that Nazi propaganda and stuff, or American propaganda, whatever you want to say.
So what else is there we have to get caught up on? I can't remember the other topics. You mentioned something in.
We have Governor LePage. I meant to download a clip so I could play what he. Play it. Well,
what was that about?
I don't know if it was recorded. He might have just got anyway. He made a comment about the drug, the heroin problem coming up here to Maine, and what he said. I mean, I wasn't really standing up for him, but I didn't really take his comments too racist. Maybe a tad bit insensitive, but he's right, and I'm not being racist when I say this, but I live in this state, and I of course I see the local news reports and everything, and I know people. I mean, I know a lot of people, and so I know how it works or whatever. But basically, what he said was that it was black people coming up from New York, bringing up heroin to sell it up here, and which he's right. That's what's happening. It is because I just keep seeing in the paper or whatever on the news, and these people coming up from Brooklyn, New York, and everything. Those are the ones that keep getting busted for bringing it up. Yeah, of course. We're in Maine, so you're coming up and you're selling to white people. That's what you're doing. So of course the people getting busted in Maine that live here, yeah, they're white. But because he pointed out that they were black people come. Of course, I'm sure there's some white people that come up too, but he was kind of right on what he said. And then another comment that he made with it was he was like, these black guys come up here and then they get the white girls pregnant and then they take off. Ooh. Which I mean, it's insensitive, but there is truth to it. There is a lot of truth to it. And that's not just because pointing out the obvious, man, is not. I don't think that's racism. You know what I mean? Your point. I mean, if you were actually making something up, or if you were stereotyping and stuff like that, but that's it's kind of the reality here. I mean, Maine is a white state, so it but he definitely shouldn't have said it, and he probably should have owned up to it instead of saying that he misspoke and meant. He's like, oh, I meant to say Maine women, not white women. It's you should have just, But anyway, that was the whole thing, and they blew this whole thing up, and everything. And of course, it was at a perfect time. There was other things going on, so they kind of put the heat all on Paula Page. While this was right after the state, or right close to the State of the Union address or whatever. I mean, it just happened last week or whatever. So I don't know, but anyway, I thought that was just kind of a little ridiculous on both sides. I mean, I don't stick up for our governor all the time, but the one thing I do like about him is he doesn't take shit from the federal government. Now, he might make some other decisions and all right, but that's one thing that, he's the governor that told Obama to, pretty much go fuck himself. So, I do kind of admire in a way that he does actually stand up to the federal government, but, I mean, I don't know. Anyway, that's that. That was that whole thing. That's not the first time. So, well, I made that Thug Life video of. I showed you that.
Oh, that's right. You did. I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
But anyway, and so we got methane leaking in Los Angeles, coming up from the ground, polluting. I don't know what area of Los Angeles it was.
That's right. Yeah.
Hold on,
dude, that's insane. You got the Fukushima radiation on the West Coast.
Yeah. Oh, no, but there's no radiation there.
Yeah, some people are claiming that. But no, I'm fairly certain. I mean, if my uncle claims that he broke out the Geiger counter and all the fish coming from the Pacific Ocean is irradiated, that if the Geiger counter is going off at the fish at the supermarket, then there's a problem. I mean, and then there's like lettuce that's growing in California that's imported from there, not imported, but and if that's going off, so that's kind of creepy, man. If that's what,
right,
that might explain why these celebrities are dying off from cancer.
So this methane leak erupted outside. It was outside of L.A. October 23rd. So it's been going since October 23rd. Over, I don't know if this is, this is kind of new. Over 83,000 metric tons of methane have escaped the atmosphere, to the atmosphere, prompting public officials to evacuate the neighboring community of Porter Ranch. But as the disturbing new analysis shows, a much broader swath of LA is now drowning in methane. It's pretty bad. I was watching something on it the other night, and they were showing it, and it was kind of a big deal, man. And I guess some people are getting sick.
Yeah.
Well, no,
a lot of people are getting sick.
I think this was brought up on the Daily Show last night, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. It's serious, dude. Thousands of people are leaving the area. I mean, hundreds of people getting sick. It's kind of crazy, man. Why would you stay there if there's? I just, it's crazy. Get the hell out of there. That's your health. That's your life.
It says it could take until February or March to be plugged.
This sounds like a. Can't the whole area just blow up too, dude? I mean, why would you live there if it could just ignite and fucking blow up? That's crazy. You know what's going to happen if that blows up? I can't see that happening. That's insane, though, dude, Could you imagine that? That'd be like crazy nuclear bombs going off or something. I don't know, like, if that's how serious it is. Like, are the gases that concentrated to where they?
Yeah, I know. That's what. I'm not like.
I'm
actually reading.
There's a no-fly zone there because they don't want to. They claim not to want to ignite. They don't want to risk anything getting ignited. That's crazy if that's true. If that's the case, dude. Could you imagine that, dude? Like, if it got ignited, how insane that would be. That'd be apocalyptic there. That'd be fucking out of this world crazy, man.
Yeah, I mean, and it's seeping across the city. It happened outside, but I mean, it's still seeping into the city. It says they've evacuated 2,000 residents living within a mile of the leak, who have reported dizziness, nausea, fatigue, and other symptoms. So, yeah, areas in San Fernando Valley. So, yeah. So, I mean, some people are kind of like playing it down like it's not a big deal, but that's a big deal. I mean, if you've got methane leaking out from the earth, you probably should get that taken care of. It's like the whole BP oil spill there, where they were trying to plug all that shit up, and it was taking so long. It's similar. Actually, that's quite similar. That's basically kind of the same thing. Except one's
it is.
and one's not.
It's literally like it basically is they're adding all these chemicals to the air just to make it like less. So you can actually smell and know that the methane is coming. How fucking ridiculous is that? Just so you can know the methane is there. So they're like poisoning the air even more. And it's the same thing with the BP oil spill, right? Isn't it arsenic? Like, so now you have like the whole Gulf of Mexico, and it's actually going around around Florida and poisoning the southern Atlantic.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah. If you want to buy fish, you literally the only place in the world now that seems to be safe is northern Atlantic.
Yeah, that's where I live. Haha. We got good water up here in Maine, so the ocean's kind of cold though.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I would love to go up to Maine, man, and just live there. Crazy as it sounds. I know it's cold up there and shitty, but it's just not too heavily populated. That's why I like it.
Right. All right,
we
got. I'm gonna play. We only have like 10 minutes left, so okay. I'm gonna play. I want to play this. It's a little under 2-minute clip of just kind of the highlight of Obama's bullshit State of the Union address. But here's the rundown since you and I didn't listen to it.
I'm going to try to make it a little shorter. I know some of you are anxious to get back to Iowa. The United States of America right now has the strongest, most durable economy in the world. Anyone claiming that America's economy is in decline is peddling fiction. We have to make college affordable for every American. I'm guessing we won't agree on health care anytime soon. But there should be other ways parties can work together to improve economic security. The United States of America is the most powerful nation on earth. Period. Priority number 1 is protecting the American people and going after terrorist networks. ISIL will learn the same lessons as terrorists before them. If you doubt America's commitment, or mine, to see that justice is done, just ask Osama bin Laden. When politicians insult Muslims, whether abroad or our fellow citizens, it diminishes us in the eyes of the world. It makes it harder to achieve our goals. It betrays who we are as a country. I believe we've got to reduce the influence of money in our politics so that a handful of families or hidden interests can bankroll our elections. I believe in change because I believe in you, the American people. And that's why I stand here as confident as I have ever been that the state of our union is strong. Thank you. God bless you.
God bless you.
Yeah, the guy's a fucking crock of shit.
The economy is strong. All you global warming, climate change, or whatever. All you deniers.
He's a pathological liar. Well, he's just like a trained liar. Is he really a pathological liar? He's intentionally lying. So, like, I mean,
he doesn't even state factual.
reasons.
He doesn't even state factual stuff. He just.
No, straight up
I mean,
lies.
obviously, a lot of the shit that he spews is just a complete bullshit. But.
Yeah. Total bullshit.
You know, the economy's great. Hey, Walmart's closing, 269 stores, 154 are because the U.S. economy is doing awesome. I mean, I don't have an issue with Wal-Mart closing aside from the fact that people lose their jobs. But, you know, clearly the economy is, I mean, look what happened today. So, I mean, there's you know, I mean, stocks are crashing. I mean, yeah, shit ain't good. But it is the way it is. We'll find out sooner or later what's consequences will be. But anyway, yeah. So I had some other things we could have talked about, but we're definitely running out of time, so we only got 5 minutes left, so I guess we'll close out. So, of course, anyway, before we leave, we've had a lot of, I think I said something about it earlier, but, Lemmy Kilmister, David Bowie, we had Alan Rickman just died of cancer. Today we had, the Grizzly Adams guy died. Who else was there? Natalie Cole recently died. It's just been weird. All these celebrities are just, dropping dead. It's like they got let in on some big secret and they're ascending into another world or something.
Or they could all be faking their own deaths. Because they know the shit's about to hit the fan and they just want... Right. Dude, I would do that. If I was like David Bowie, I would fake my death. If I knew the world was going to go to shit, I would just because I want to Because look, dude, David Bowie's never been this popular. When someone dies, that's when everyone starts paying attention to what they did in their life. So he could sit back and enjoy the fruit of his labor. So he can observe how people felt about him, and they could see what people were really thinking. And it's just his going out present.